What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Slackers, bringing you guys our next matchup in the upgraded tournament. So we got a new match, got a new result. We got, well, yeah, it's always a new episode, obviously. So let me go over a little spiel. What is this? In case anybody's new and you're wondering, you stumbled across this video and like, what the hell is it? What's going on here? Basically, we took 48 characters, put them into a tournament. But the catch is, all the characters in the tournament could be upgraded into playable. So we only deal with characters that are assist trophies, spirits, Mii costumes, background character, something like that. So if you like that idea of another character getting upgraded to playable status, maybe this is the video for you. Maybe it's a nice little tournament. Again, how the tournament works, well, we vote between one of the two. I got some rules, so let me just put them on screen. All right, rule number 1, you got to be open-minded for this tournament. Why? You got to be open-minded to the possibility that there could be a second character, or I guess just another character in general, that gets upgraded into a playable character status. Kind of like how Min Min was. Next rule, you only get 1 vote per person. Please be fair that way. Just 1 vote per person. How do you vote, though? Down in the comments, type the name of the character you're voting for by simply just saying, I vote for, and then fill in the blank. You can vote for both, however. Keep that in mind. You can vote for both. Just say, I vote both. That's totally fine. Totally fine. Rest of the rules for this tournament. Double elimination tournament, meaning a character has to lose 2 times overall before they get officially eliminated. Then once we get to the results to determine the winner and loser of each individual match, if we happen to have a tie in the voting, we're going to flip a coin on camera. Best and fairest way to break a tie. And each matchup voting-wise only lasts for just 1 week. That's it for the rules. Let's get to the rest of the video. All right, let's jump into the results real quick from last week. So, new results from the loser bracket, meaning another character is being eliminated today, but it is what it is. So the matchup from last week happened to be from Midna from the Legend of Zelda series, who is taking on Zero, the assist trophy from Mega Man franchise. And this one is actually, we usually don't have a lot of close matches, but this one, I believe, is 4 votes separated the winner and the loser. And the winner actually had like a comeback in the end. Like the character that lost had a big lead, and then the other character kind of kept chipping away, and then all of a sudden at the end, boop, made it. So who won this one? Where is it? Oh, it's down here. Midna ended up pulling out this victory. 32 votes to just 28. So, congrats to Midna. Moving on to the next round. Be taking on Isaac, but that comes a little bit later. Anyway, Zero has been eliminated, unfortunately. Again, that's how it goes. But let's jump into it. So, what do we got today? What do we got for the matchup today? We got Jill Valentine from the Resident Evil series taking on Shovel Knight, an indie character. Awesome. Indie characters deserve to be playable. So let's start with Jill Valentine, right? So Jill, Resident Evil, we know, big franchise. All around the world, right? Big franchise. Great game. Great characters. Cool kind of potential moveset to choose from. So I know a lot of people are going to say, all right, survival horror type of genre. At least the earlier Resident Evils. How did those work out? Well, what did you have for weapons? How did you fight off stuff? Well, it was, handguns, shotguns, that sort of thing. But I think that's where you can really, you don't have to lean into that so much, for potential moves. They do have, they do got other, I don't know, they're not really special, but they have other weapons at their disposal. So like throughout the Resident Evil series, you got like take Jill for example. Let's go Jill specifically because I'm thinking about other characters and what they could do. So what can Jill do? So Resident Evil 5 comes to mind right now. I know Resident Evil 3, the remake one, is the most recent one with Jill. Which, by the way, if Jill gets in, just use that version of her, not the Jill Valentine, not the spirit we have. So you got a different looking Jill, the updated version of Jill Valentine. So there, that's not an argument. From Resident Evil 5, you could still take inspiration from that game because it was Jill Valentine, right? So what does she do? She's pretty, not martial arty, but she's quick, fast, kind of like head scissors, kind of just a lot like acrobatic, that type of thing for moveset. So maybe some quick kicks, sliding kicks, I don't know, like quick rapid punches, something like that. It'd be kind of, I think Jill would definitely be a faster type of character I could see. Like we see a few things on here as well. It's got a stun gun, grenade launcher potentially. You got the hook shot, perfect for an up special recovery. I don't know what the hell Outbreak would be, but you got herbs to help heal yourself, which would be kind of fun. Maybe limit it to, 3 or 5 per stock, whatever it might be. But, really kind of dig into Resident Evil and what it is. And, obviously you're more than likely going to have like some sort of magic handgun, right? You're going to have your magic bullets like Joker does. So if you want to get around that realistic thing, which it's not really an issue, but... yeah, like Resident Evil has a lot to choose from. I don't know what the hell is Outbreak. I'm trying to figure. Like, I don't know what Outbreak even would be, but trying to think. Like, obviously somebody's trying to get the zombies, right? The Granados, whatever, not the whatever. They're trying to get the infected right into the moveset, which would be kind of fun. What about that for like a final smash, right? For Resident Evil of all things. What about if there's just like you activate the final smash, and then all of a sudden your character's, goes flying somewhere, and all of a sudden, like, just this horde of zombies or whatever comes, I guess, rushing you down, and they just kind of, like, start eating the character or whatever. I don't know. Whatever it is, but it'd be kind of fun to see how they could get zombies into the moveset if that were to be a thing. I don't think it would be. Final Smash is the only place I can see, because, like, look, anybody from Resident Evil, you're not going to be summoning no zombie. That's just, no. Unless, maybe you're Wesker? Yeah, maybe you're Wesker, but, go away. So, yeah, Jill Valentine, still very iconic, very recognizable. Has a decent following for Smash Bros. I don't see a ton of people, but I do see people talking about it. Austin, I see you. But I do see it, and I don't know, it only takes, like, the right people, to stay vocal, stay supporting a character that you want. Maybe Nintendo picked up on that, throughout the first cycle of Fighter Pass 1. Maybe once they finally decided they're going to do a second Fighter Pass, maybe they were listening to who was out there. Maybe they had specific people that they're like, all right, hey, what do you want? And maybe somebody mentioned Resident Evil and Jill Valentine. I don't know. She could be fun. Plus, great music from the Resident Evil series. Cool stage, kind of a creepy vibe to it, really tap into, the Resident Evil style, so could be really fun. Some great Mii costumes. I always mention Nemesis, that'd be great. He'd be an awesome playable character. Mii costume would be okay, but Nemesis as a playable character, sign me up for that one, that'd be awesome. But, yeah, Jill, still a fun character overall, I think. But who else could be fun? Shovel Knight. Even though, I don't know why this picture's fun. Like, I'm probably blocking it with my face cam, but the character model of Shovel Knight in this one is, I don't know, it's like they made a skinny version of Shovel Knight. It doesn't look right. I don't know why, but Shovel Knight indie characters, right? That's a big thing lots of people want. Still see that on my Twitter timeline all over the place. People talking about indie characters. People talking about Shantae or Reimu or Shovel Knight. And, oh, man, like... I know indies are, well, they're classified indie characters for a reason, right? They're small studios, smaller games, but that doesn't mean that they haven't had a big impact, right? Like, for example, I know some indie characters will have a big impact, say, maybe just in Japan, maybe just in United States, maybe just in Europe, whatever it is. And maybe that could be enough to be like, all right, you know what, we'll take a shot on an indie character again. This would be like Smash Bros. Talking here. Maybe they take that chance to finally put in an indie character. Because, like, that's a lot of things. That's a lot of things that people say, right? We should have an indie playable rep by now. Now, like, I don't know. Like, it'd be curious. I would honestly like to know how close Nintendo would have been. Like, let's go to the Sans and the Cuphead Mii costume. How close would Nintendo or Sakurai and his team, how close would they have been to actually making those two characters playable? Yes, we got the deluxe Mii costume, which is cool. I think that's a fun way to start introducing indie characters into Smash Bros. And then maybe the next game, then we finally get playable indie reps, whatever it might be. That would be so fun. But, like, how close would they have, were they actually maybe considering it? Maybe was that on the, when they were coming up with the plans for Fighter Pass 2? Maybe some, in their discussion they're thinking maybe indie characters, and then maybe they're just not quite. what about Mii costumes instead? So maybe that was the route. Maybe they didn't think of it too seriously, or maybe they just missed the cut, and that's why they got the deluxe Mii costume treatment, which is pretty fun. Shovel Knight could get that, honestly. You could get a Mii costume, I believe. So it could work. And plus, he's one of the few non-Nintendo, non-Smash characters that actually have their own amiibo. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty cool. Like, what does that say about Nintendo with thinking with Shovel Knight? How do you think they view them, right? How many other characters got their own amiibo, right? Shantae doesn't. Reimu doesn't. No, Quote, Cave Story, no other indie characters do. I know, doesn't Chibi Robo does. I know that there's another one. Who Praise the Sun, right? Which one's that? Who's got that amiibo? But like, there's very few amiibos outside of Smash Bros. Animal Crossing. Yeah, I guess outside of Nintendo characters that aren't in Smash. So, like, I don't know. I think Nintendo might have been pretty high on Shovel Knight, and maybe they were willing to take the chance, which maybe led to the reason that it became a assist trophy. Maybe they weren't quite ready to say, yep, you're in. Maybe not quite yet, but I think Nintendo's definitely warmed up to the idea of it, and if Sakurai and his team come back for next Smash game and say, all right, we're gonna do it this time, put an indie character in. I think my money, just the way that I'm viewing Nintendo viewing indie characters, I think Shovel Knight is that character. Yeah, he happens to be the indie character I want the most, but bias put aside, again, like I was saying, just the way I'm viewing Nintendo and how I think they're viewing indie characters, Shovel Knight, that was big. That was big. An assist trophy in Smash Bros. That was huge for him, right? Absolutely huge. But for this one, I would like Resident Evil character. Absolutely. Leon's my number one choice. Then Nemesis would be absolutely insane. But then it's probably like Wesker and then Chris. And then probably Jill. So Jill barely makes the top 5. No, Barry's number 5. So Jill doesn't even make the top 5. So Shovel Knight's going to get my vote in this one. Pretty simple. Let me know who you guys got down in the comments. Jill, Shovel Knight, or both. They're all good options. That is it for this one. So, yeah, I don't know if there's a matchup on Monday. Because, let's see. Could we do... I'm trying to think here. Could we do that? No, because that'll be... I could end up going... Okay, that'll be a matchup on Monday. We'll have a matchup between Tails and Rayman. That'll be Monday. That's Monday's matchup. All right, we can make that work. Yep, we're getting to that point in the tournament where we might not have matchups every single day. So at least hey, end of the tournament is close. It's close, but that's Monday's results or matchup, and then the results for Monday should be Waluigi, who's taking on Bandanity. But that's Monday. Today's wrapping up. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully catch you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.